Hey guys, welcome to this tutorial. It is MacinMore, and today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make a YouTube banner in Photoshop. So first open up your Photoshop, Adobe Photoshop, and we're just going to click Create New. So after clicking that, you can name your preset. If you want to keep this as a preset, you can make it, you want a width to be 2560 pixels and height 1440, so on pixels, resolution 300, and background contents white. So just click Create now. And you're going to have this white background, and what you're going to do is you're going to download the YouTube banner template. You can get this off Google, or you can just click on the description link below and just drag it onto like that. Now click enter, and basically what's going to happen here is you're going to click on this little lock icon down here, and you're going to delete that, and now you're just going to add another layer on top. So after that, what you're going to do is you're going to look for a background image in Google Chrome. There's several things you have to do here first. First, you have to go on settings, go on advanced search. And now you want to go down to usage rights and click free to use or share even commercially. So it's important that you do this, just for copyright things and stuff like that, depending on how big your channel is, right? Some people just won't care, but you never know. Now click on size and click exactly. Enter in the exact width of your YouTube banner, so it's 2560 and 1440. Click go. So you have a bunch of images here, right? These are all like trash images, but depending on what you search for, you'll get some cool stuff, so just, yeah. So for me, actually, you can also click not filtered by license. There's a bunch of cool things. You just have to look for them. You can also design your own in Photoshop if you want. If you do that, then just, bring it here. So I already chose an image. It's actually right over here, so I'm just going to drag it on just like that, as you can see. So now what I'm going to do is, once you have your image, you want to click on it and then go in opacity and bring it down to like 35%, just like that, right? Maybe a little more, yeah, just like that. Now you're gonna click on your text tool, and you want to add in a cool text. So what you can do for text is you can go on 1001fonts.com, and you can just choose a font that you want. I already chose mine. It's called Underground. You can just search for it here. It's this one, Underground NF by Nick Curtis. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna click download, and once you click download, you can just install it to your font library. Super easy to do. If you don't know how to do that, search it up. It's super easy to do. So that's that. So now what you're going to do is you're going to click on your text tool and add it in, and Underground should be there. We're going to make this a bit bigger, just like that. Now you're going to type in your channel name. Ooh, whoops. Undo that. Let's go here to Underground. And there you go. Alright, so you're going to type in your channel name, just like that. MacinMore. Alright, so I'm going to get a space. Yeah, like that, actually. I'm going to get a space. You know what? Yeah, I'm going to keep a space in there, okay? I'm going to keep that text. I'm going to make it white, just like that. Make it a bit bigger. How about that? There you go. Let me see here. Yeah. Drag it down. So the way I drag it down is I have it highlighted, then I click Command and hold it, and then I can just drag it around with my cursor. It's super simple. Just like that. Alright. So see how that looks? Alright, that's cool. I like that. So now what you're going to do is this is your heading. Now what you want to do is you want to add in your subheading. So subheading's a bit smaller, and typically you want to do a different font. So I'm going to use Academy Engraved. I already have this installed. Super to do. Now just type it in. Awesome YouTube tutorials. There you go. All right. Let me see what the background. So what you can do always is just click on your background and just bring up the opacity to see what it looks like. So I like this, but I think they're not centered, and also it's kind of hard to read from the background. So what we're going to do is we're going to add something to contrast to the background. So let's see here. I'm going to move this a bit over here. There you go. I like that. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in a little, just this little background thing right here. Just like that. Add it in. Bring it back. And I'm choosing this color because it's like a reddish, but it contrasts just a little bit. So if you look with the opacity up to 100%, that looks pretty good. So now that you've done this is just a basic one, but here's one thing you want to remember. If I go down on opacity, right? If I go down on opacity all the way, so if you look, let me just get these all off right here. These are your guidelines. And basically, this is for TV, they'll see all of it. Desktop Macs, they'll see only this part. Tablet, they'll see only this darker shade. And mostly everybody will only see the darkest shade of gray. So what you want to do is you may want to make sure. So if you look at what I did, if I turn these all back on, they'll see mostly this rounded rectangle. And they won't see a lot of this background over here. So, shoot. So that's a problem. So that's a problem, right? Because you want them to be able to see this background too. So what you can do is you can actually make this text box smaller by clicking Command T. Then click Shift and just, oh whoops. Then click Shift and you can just make it smaller however you like, you know. I like that. Now I'm going to move it a bit. I'm going to bring this down a bit. There you go. I just want that to be right like this. There we go. How does that look? So now if I click enter, bring the background opacity all the way up to 100. Alright, that looks pretty good. It looks kind of tight. So what you can do is just click Command T and you can just adjust it how you want, you know. It's up to you. So that's the tutorial. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked this tutorial, consider subscribing. That really helps. Comment below if you want a more in-depth tutorial. This was more for intermediate, you know. I didn't really explain much what I did. But if you guys want a more in-depth tutorial, then, you know, just comment below and I will do my best to give you guys that. Alright, MacinMore out.